So I just thought this would be the best chance. I'm just gonna keep. I should have. I should have. I should have. Where? In Arizona, we are waiting. In Arizona, we are waiting for Coach Walz to speak. Voting rally. Tim Walz is here. Tim Walz has been making stops around Arizona. I'm sure there's other politicians here. I haven't heard exactly who's a Chelsea. I think I should be able to hear you. If you want to request it, we'll try. I think I can hear you. Lives from your, office at your house or on your bed or whatever all day long. Just trying to figure out sound when you go on the road is like a whole other thing.
I
Like
couldn't even
I feel like,
imagine.
yeah, the weird skill sets I have developed in the last 3 weeks.
The
Yeah, we're
equipment that
next
you've
to.
had to bring to these events has got to be fucking
Oh, I
crazy.
know. I know. I like lug things in. Yeah, that's why I'm like on a press riser now. They're like, okay, that's enough equipment. You're pressed. Like, just stand up there.
You're funny.
Actually, I could have gone in the front, but I just didn't know if it would be. I just wanted to make sure everyone
I
can
think this
hear.
is a good view, though. You have a great view of the stage and everything, so I think this works out.
I know, and I'm gonna record with a second camera as well that can zoom in. I'm basically a sound engineer now. What's going on? What again, guys? Just an update before Chelsea and I have a little chat. We are in the battleground state of Arizona. Tim Walz is here. We are at an South Phoenix High School. Tim Walz, comedian George Lopez, the Views, Ana Navarro are all here, and we're waiting for them to speak. Anyways, what's going on, Chelsea?
Not much. I went to the Harris rally in Houston, and it was fucking so amazing.
Isn't it? How pretty is she in person? It just kills them.
It was incredible. Because honestly,
I wish everyone in MAGA would be forced to shake Kamala Harris's hand and realize how beautiful she is in person.
I was like, it was amazing. It was the most incredible thing ever. And I got to hear Obama speak in person. And
oh my God. Yeah, I'm on my week anniversary. Last Friday night was the first time I heard Obama speak. I've never seen anything like it. It was like we were at I would liken it to you're in Texas, like one of those mega churches when people start believing if I just touch, hold on one second, Caesar! Hey girl, hey. Just saying hi to someone that works for the campaign. That's him crossing the screen. That guy in the kind of reddish blazer right there and the tan hat that matches mine. He heads up the Harris campaign for the LGBTQIA. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, so it was seeing Obama speak, which was at U of A, which first of all I was like, do 18-year-olds know who Obama is? Do they care who Obama is? And it was super refreshing to realize that they do, that they absolutely care, they absolutely know. And it was people were reaching out to him he was, if we just touch his suit jacket, does that mean we're healed?
Yes, he's just such an incredible speaker, and just listening to him is just so amazing. And nobody was mad. I see the comments. Nobody was mad that she didn't have a concert. Beyonce wasn't there for a concert. The media.
Oh, wait. Well, tell everyone what you're talking about because I don't know.
Yeah, Kamala Harris had Beyonce there, and the media.
It will say where, in Houston.
In Houston, at the rally in Houston, Texas, and all the media was pushing that she was going to perform. That was never the case. I don't know who made that up, but she was never going to perform. She just came out.
They say that on X every time. Remember the first Kamala Harris rally I ever went to? That's what they said. They did the same thing there.
Yeah, and she never got booed. The booing was towards people that were making. There was this one guy that was heckling and standing on top of a rail, freaking screaming profanity, and he got removed. And then there was another guy that held a Trump sign up with killing babies sign, and he got removed. And the booing was towards them. It was crazy. From 10 in the morning. There was people there from 10 in the morning. It was nuts.
I never thought I'd see the day where I'm it's only 96. And I'm obviously not in the general admission line. I waited in line for 35 minutes and I was it's only 96. I used to wait in these lines when it was 105. So I'm moving in the right direction now. That's awesome. Wait, rally.
Last night. So it was yesterday at 3 p.m. Central.
Oh, awesome. Okay, because, starting last Thursday, because I'm excited for this. So this is something I wanted to talk about. So this is Kamala Harris's kind of final hurrah around the country, of wherever her stops are going to be. And I've heard a rumor, because I think it was last Thursday, she started this final leg of campaigning. And she had Bruce Springsteen in Atlanta, which was, did you see the pictures of that rally? Oh my God. Yes. And I'm bring Bruce Springsteen to Phoenix, which I don't know if Bruce Springsteen is going to keep touring with her. It sounds like she was in Houston without him. But I heard, and this is not going to mean anything to anyone but the Hispanic people on this stream, but Los Tigres del Norte are going to be with Kamala here in Arizona next Thursday, which that is if the Beatles the Beatles of the Spanish-speaking world, like, play a concert for you. Like, if anyone knows who Los Tigres del Norte are, they're going to be with Kamala in Arizona next Thursday. That is like, that is the
That's
most epic
amazing.
thing for Spanish speakers. That's like, next is like Mana and like Julio Iglesias. Like, you know, like that's, it pretty much doesn't get any better than Los Tigres del Norte. But I don't know if there'll be any more acts, but we absolutely love them. I have like 5 of their albums, so.
That's going to be an incredible moment. And you said that's next Thursday?
Yeah, that's next Thursday, which is, I think, Halloween, right? It's
Yeah.
like, should I wear I think I'm going to wear a Halloween costume to next Thursday's rally.
I think you should.
I'm going to dress up as a skeleton. Like, you know, like just one of those skeleton suits. It's like a
Yeah.
onesie.
That would be awesome.
And then I'll just wear like a Harris Walz hat. But I think I'm going to wear my like skeleton onesie to the Kamala Harris rally. If I have my dates right, like this is just all things I've heard from different people that work for the campaign. But, you know, everything is in flux, so it could be canceled. But it looks like Kamala Harris next Thursday, which I think is Halloween, will be in Arizona rallying with Los Tigres del Norte, which is like the Beatles of the Spanish-speaking world. So
yeah,
I think I'm going to wear a skeleton onesie.
Yeah, I thought this was an amazing thing that happened last night in Texas because 1.5 million people signed up to be at that rally. 1.5. That's an incredible number in Texas.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, 1.5 million people signed up to attend the rally.
That's so amazing. You know what's so interesting too? Now that we're just talking, I haven't been on a live in so long. I have so many things to ramble off and say. Since I don't want to say I work for the campaign because I don't get paid in any way. This is just me doing things. But like since whatever, working side by side with the campaign for free to live stream these rallies. I look at what happened with what's oh my god, now I can't even remember his name. The kid in Pennsylvania that tried to unalive Trump. What's his name again?
I can't remember.
Guys in the comments, what's the kid's name? Whatever his name is, the little kid that was, you know, on the roof. I look at that so much differently now. Like now that I'm around like Homeland Security and Secret Service and I see like how they cover these rallies. Oh yeah, makes perfect sense to me now how that happened. Like at first, thank you, Crooks. Yes, Thomas Crooks. I was like, oh, like how did he get so close? And like, how was he like around on the day before? No, I understand now. Like these, I don't know. Secret Service and Homeland Security, like God bless them. I don't know how they do what they do. Like they're doing the best they can, but like I get it now. Things fall through the cracks. Like, maybe I shouldn't be saying that. There's Secret Service everywhere. And they're like, just grab me away. Like,
everybody's like, what happened to her? And I'm like, I don't know. She just got whisked away.
The wrong thing on the wrong street. What else is going on in politics, Chelsea? What's on your mind lately?
I mean, I was just watching and recapping the Joe Rogan podcast with Trump, where he said some like really interesting things.
I'm halfway through. Yeah, what stuck out to you?
Probably the Oprah Winfrey thing was pretty freaking interesting.
Well, what did he say?
He said he was on Oprah Winfrey's show last week, and then went on to say how he was on her final week's episode, and I was like, that was 2011. We are not in 2011. That was.
He said last week though.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Oh God, it's really happening. Old
he
man River.
Week, and then
someone come get Grandpa.
Yeah, and then he was like, I was on her final week's episode, and I was like, no, you weren't. You were on in February.
I bet it feels like yesterday
to you. In May. Like you were.
2011 feels like just yesterday.
Apparently it does. Apparently 2011 was just yesterday.
Well, I mean, this is my thing with the Joe Rogan interview. Yeah, it's a bunch of nothing, right? Like 3 hours of them just like waxing poetic because Trump won't do a media interview where he can be asked anything. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just fluff. Like, the closest I think Trump got to someone trying to push back, which this is sad because it wasn't pushback, was Lex Friedman, you know, like that was the closest when he was like, yeah, I nobody thinks Kamala's a Marxist.
Yeah, well, Joe Rogan did push back a little because he was like, because Trump kept saying, "Oh, if Kamala was doing this podcast, she'd be on the floor having a hissy fit, you know, all this stuff." And he was like, "No, she wouldn't. She would just have a normal conversation with me." Like,
He
he's
did
like,
say that.
yeah, he
That's
was like pushing back a little, like that's a little much.
I'm like seeing, so I think I saw like 3 people so far. I met someone in line from TikTok. I feel like the internet is a place. You know what I mean? I'm like, I met someone from the internet in real life. Someone from the internet in real life. I'm going to start a count. I laughed when, wait, what did that say? I laughed when Trump said Americans need to be cautious of lying politicians. I know. And like the other irony, like, can you imagine Freud? Like Sigmund Freud would have an absolute like heyday just talking about Donald Trump. Like when he keeps saying, "You guys, the enemy within." It's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Who could that be? Who could that be?
you're
Is
a
it you?
historian.
The call is coming from inside the house, Donald Trump.
Yeah, and you're a historian buff, and Trump was talking about Abraham Lincoln and said that him and his wife were depressed people because Tad died. And I was like, Tad died after Abraham Lincoln, not before.
Is that what he said? Oh my
Yes.
God.
I was like, no, history is just time traveling doesn't work in history.
Were there any more like big moments where Joe Rogan pushed back, or did he pretty much fold like a lawn
Well,
chair?
I think when it came to the election thing, he did kind of like, are you going to provide any of these things that you have about the stolen 2020 election? And then
Oh, he
Trump
asked
went,
that? Oh,
yeah, and then Trump kind of went to Hunter Biden's laptop, and Rogan's like, but what about the election? And then Trump went off on a tangent rant. And he's like, okay, well, that's never going to
yeah.
be answered at this point.
Yeah, because he's not going to answer. I'm surprised they went 3 hours.
It was just 3 hours of Trump ranting about random things, and then Joe being like, okay.
Dale, if you, and that's David for everyone in the comments. If you don't know,
Dale.
David in the comments is Dale. Chelsea and I's first ever troll.
Yes.
So, Dale, if you want to come up here and talk to me and Chelsea, like this could be our like 2-year reunion of when you
Yes.
first started stalking us.
I
You're
miss.
welcome to come up, Dale / David.
I feel like it's been a long time.
I know. We really should all meet together. We should go to Dale's house and
Yeah,
just all
let's go
hang
grab
out and do a
coffee,
live
Dale.
together.
Have a
In
good
person, we
convo.
should. We'll meet at a coffee shop. It's okay, Dale. You're welcome to request and come on up. There's a Well, no, he doesn't have a new account. He just one day changed his name from Dale to David. So I just am explaining why sometimes you hear us saying Dale, and we're actually talking about Orange Dot David, like the right there, the guy who just commented. Like I call him Dale, but you see David.
Oh, Dale, that's some baloney. You know it. I know it. You're
I
not
didn't see what he
homeless.
wrote. What did he write?
He said, I'm homeless in a tent.
Thanks, Showball. Dale, it's okay. We can do a live from your tent. All we need is internet. You're on the internet 24 hours a day spreading misinformation. You obviously have a strong internet connection. You must be in the parking lot of a Starbucks in your
Or
tent.
you're at a coffee shop already and we can just join you there.
We can do it, Dale. It's okay, Dale. And Dale's not voting because he said he couldn't vote for an actual convicted felon. So Dale won't be voting. I have a sneaky suspicion he's voting anyways, but he says he's not voting. Is there static
No, it sounds fine.
to you? But well, I was just looking in the comments. Hold on.
He said he voted.
Oh, Dale voted. So Dale, okay, so you are a liar. I mean, I knew you were a liar after hearing you constantly spread misinformation. Let me just make sure that I have my stuff connected. Is it? Sorry, I just have a lot. Oh, it's probably the background noise. Yeah. Sorry, there's just a lot going on here. If you could, I cannot hear myself speaking, except for I hear it in these headphones because of the live. I feel like I'm a mime. Like maybe Dale is a librarian. Wait, who lives in the library? I would love to be a librarian who lives in the library. Don't say that. If that's possible, that's my new career path. Anyways, Chelsea, you always know what's going on. What else is going on an X? What's the word on the street?
I mean, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff about the rally last night, saying that Kamala Harris was booed and she wasn't. And then they said people were chanting Trump. That didn't happen. They said that they couldn't have had 30,000 people because the capacity was 23,000, but the seating capacity was 23,000, but people were on the field, which made it 30,000. But counting and math is just not a Republican thing today.
That's what I was saying at that Georgia rally. I was like, there's definitely, I've now become a crowd size expert thanks to people making me look up like what Trump's rallies are permitted for. Yeah, like when she was in Georgia with Bruce Springsteen, that was I don't know how many, but it was definitely over 20. Oh, something's happening. What is going on? I'll just head on. I don't know, like somebody is walking in and people started yelling. So I'm just giving you guys the update on why people are yelling. I'm not quite 100% sure who it was though. It might be, I don't want to say it was an athlete because that seems weird, but it was definitely someone super tall and attractive, whoever that person was. They were tall and attractive and athletic.
Go shoot your shot.
Yeah, no. These actually what I've realized by becoming a person that follows around a campaign is these rallies. It's like a small world, you know.
Everybody knows
It's a
everybody.
very yes, exactly. Like when I just in line, like 30 people are like, hey, I'm like, hey, which it's actually kind of cool. I've met some of the cool. I've met these rallies. I met a physicist. I met like a 40-year pilot who's like, I'm in this line because I'm a DEI hire. You know, she's like a woman, black woman pilot, like super amazing, like who's
So
been a
Michelle
pilot
Obama
for
gave a
30
speech
plus years.
today at a rally.
What kind of?
She was at,
Oh, she
I
did.
think, yeah, in Michigan, and it was like an incredible speech that she gave where she just kicked Trump down the road.
Well, what were any like themes you want to share? Like, she's amazing. Obama said, like, when I saw Obama last Friday in Tucson, he did, like, that is one of the things he said. He's like, I think the reason, and he gave an amazing speech, I'll say. I've never seen someone hold a crowd's attention for an hour and a half and nobody moved. Like, it was scary. But, and he said, like, it's the reason, he's like, I still have it because, like, you know, I'm just chasing my wife. I don't want to embarrass myself.
There
And
is
it's
this
true.
like scandal on on X with George Santos. If you want to hear about it.
Oh my God, I 100% want to hear about
Okay, so George
it.
Santos a few days ago was telling people that he had the inside scoop on a story about Kamala Harris that was going to blow everybody's mind. And
Oh
then
my God.
people were so invested and they were like, tell us, tell us. And he's like, okay, I'm dropping it tonight. And then when it came to the nighttime, he went and said, for legal purposes, I can't say what's actually in it, but I've seen the video and I know that the video really happened, but he won't give specifics about it. And so he's been dragging people along. And finally today he said, oh, what did he say? I'll pull it up for you because it's so funny.
Wait, I couldn't hear you. So you kind of got quiet. What did you say at the end?
He said,
Today he said what?
yeah, he said, clarification, there happens to be an impeccable desire for people to cover up this story and won't allow it to get out. People are getting paid. I don't know how to possess this story anymore. It's so fucking crazy. And his comments are full of Republicans getting mad. They're like, you screwed us over again, George. We keep believing you, and you're not sharing the story, and you're full of whatever, and they're just mad at him. And it's just this whole thing about George Santos.
That's sad, actually. Like, Because he's now been reduced, like he needs money, like so that's just for clickbait. Then that's like how. Oh, here comes the band again. Everyone prepare yourself for loud noises. The band is about to start playing. No, but like that's what like who am I thinking of? It's like why I was gonna say it's not Tim Walz. What's the guy's name? Tim, the one who's a Russian operative who's being paid by Tenet Media. Tim Pool, yeah. Like that's what Tim Pool does basically. He's just all clickbait now. It's just like say whatever crazy thing you can, and just try to get clicks and get paid. I don't know if George Santos is a sociopath. I don't know about that. I don't know. But like, I know. Oh, go ahead.
He said the MSM is sitting on their hands and withholding this information about Kamala. There is a cover-up going on, and I'm going to find it out.
Yeah, but he can't say what it is.
No.
Right? Like, it's leading up to the election, and you have something. It's also, that's how I feel about John Kelly.
Yeah.
Like John Kelly, that's Trump's, if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, John Kelly was Trump's longest chief of staff, longer than Mark Meadows, right? He's the guy that originally said Trump called veterans suckers and losers, but he never would come out and like go on record in the media and confirm it. And then he did like last Wednesday. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you care and you want the truth to be out there, you should have done it years ago. You should have done it a year ago, or like 2 years ago. And you wait till like last Wednesday. Like, I don't know. It just seems like.
I didn't even bother jumping on the train.
What did you say? Say that again.
I said I didn't even bother jumping on that train because Kelly really pissed me off.
Yeah, John Kelly's John, but I think it's just a lot of these Republicans in the Republican Party, like their whole goal has been like, pass on power to other white, rich, Christian men, white, rich, Christian men, and don't think much about it. And Trump is the first time they're like, oh, this person's so horrible. Like maybe I need to do something different. But I just think like too little, too late. I'm not personally impressed with John Kelly. Like just limping in at the finish line and then being like, oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, we knew. You could have said it sooner. Guys, tap the screen. Keep tapping the screen. Subscribe. We're waiting for Tim Walz, for comedian George Lopez, for the views, Anna Navarro, and for, I'm sure there'll be other politicians as well.
Okay, well, I gotta go grab some stuff, but I will talk to you later. I will text you later.
Okay. I know, text me. We need to talk. I miss you.
Okay.
I know. Lots of stuff to tell you. Love you too. Bye. This band is getting down. I do have like a drumline fantasy, like. Look, there's like real media people next to me. This is Daryl. There's like professionals. I am a professional. That's the scary part. Thanks, Justin. Justin, do you want to come up and chat? If you're interested. You're welcome to come up and chat. What time? Wait, give me time. Can I show you guys? So, this is my backup phone. Look how technical my life engineering of this stuff before I started following the campaign around. Now I have an education in things I never needed. That's the cool thing about being an influencer. You learn like 45 different skill sets you never otherwise needed. Covfefe House Politics. Hey, Justin, what's up?
Hey, Felice. Here,
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, wait, let me say something. Jocelyn, yeah, I'll be doing lives again. Just so you guys know, I will be doing lives. It's just following the campaign around has been extremely exhausting for me, and it got to be a little much doing both. Like campaign events, you can hear I'm already losing my voice, and I'm going to do lives on Monday. I have so much to say. I'm going to do lives on Monday. I have so much to say. It is literally can't handle it. Anyways, go ahead, Justin.
About have a video out that kind of went a little viral. If you guys want to check it out, it's the song.
Yeah, you should definitely. I think you need a whole get ready with me explanation of the costume for sure.
It's doing pretty well. But yeah, no, I don't want to wear this if I don't have to, so it's just stay off.
Guys, tap the screen like your life depended on it. Tap the screen, gift, subscribe. I'll be taking you to the final 10 days of election events in the battle for Arizona. We are right now at the Tim Walz rally. Tim Walz is here, comedian George Lopez, the Views, Anna Navarro, and I will be streaming it and bringing it to you live.
This is your live, Felice. You gotta broadcast that, right?
What?
I said, don't worry about it. Don't say sorry. Yeah, it's the PSA for your live. It's amazing.
It's just a filler word. I'm not really sorry. Anyways, what else is going on? What's on your mind in regards to the election?
Yeah. So I do think early voting is very going very well for the Democrats. I think that's amazing. I think we're gonna win this thing. I think it's not gonna be as close as people think. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go out and vote. Don't lay on your laurels. You go out there and vote. But I think this thing's not as close as people think it is.
Yeah, I say this. Target Smart is a great site to look at if you want to compare day-to-day early voting data with 2020 and 2022. You can and 2022. You can do that on a site called Target Smart. I think what's interesting to think about, again, I have so much to tell you guys. That's why I have to start doing lives in the morning again. But the only difference between 2020 and now, or one of the pronounced differences for Democrats we'll see in early voting data, is that younger, like Gen Z, they're more likely, there's more independence, right? So early voting data that's Democratic might look a little lighter, right? Because a lot of our votes are going to be coming from third-party data, like independents and other parties. Yeah, so I think that's the most pronounced difference is as people register to vote, younger people, they're more likely to be registering as independents versus Democratic. So I think that would be the biggest shift. We have early voting, like a lot of Democratic ballots coming in, and it will look like it levels off, but those will be supplemented by the independent, the votes for Kamala in the independent category. Hi.
Sorry, I just got a compliment about my eyes. Thank you. I work hard.
Hold on 1 second. What did you say? You messaged me? Oh, amazing. What's your name? Okay, cool. It's really nice to meet you. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. It's like super meta. I know. Watching me, watching you, watching me. I know. The same thing happened to me in line outside. It's crazy. It's so weird. So nice to meet you. That's someone who's watching me, watching her, watching me. Super meta.
David, I see you, David Dale.
David Dill. Dill David.
Yeah.
What about it?
Well, he was trying to say that it'd be fine if Dems don't please burn down the cities when literally their group is the one that actually attacks capitals when their party loses.
Yeah, and I'm just going to mention this again. Oh, she's over there. Okay, I see her. I should be over there. I have a handicap pass. This rally has a handicap section and person with handicap pass. I could be over there too with them. I'm just saying. Um, so wait, what was I? Oh yeah. Again, this is just my speculation from things I've heard about people that work for the Kamala Harris campaign. Like obviously, she's on her like last leg of pretty awesome rallies, guys. Well, I've heard that Kamala's going to be in Arizona, probably, very possibly next Thursday. Um, and if you're a Spanish speaker, this will mean something to you. I heard Los Tigres del Norte, which, if you are a Spanish speaker, that's like the Beatles of the Spanish-speaking world. Like, are going to be. I don't know. I don't want to say that, and then it's not real, but I don't know. Like, Los Tigres del Norte may be in Arizona with Kamala Harris next Thursday. Like, I can die. I mean, I'm hoping for Bruce Springsteen. I mean, but, like Bruce Springsteen, Los Tigres del Norte, I'll take Los Tigres del Norte. But you have to know who they were, which everyone in the world that speaks Spanish would, like, kick their own mom in the face to see this band live. And Mana. Wait, what do you mean and Mana? Are you saying you heard Mana's coming, or you're just saying, and don't forget Mana is also like the Beatles? Because of course, like, don't get me started on Mana. I love them. But if Mana would be coming, I probably shouldn't go because I could not handle it. Like, they would have to remove me from the. No, everyone would. Like the way you see those movies of like, shut up. If Mana's coming, I'll die. I physically won't be able to handle it. Like, that's even. Can you be bigger than Los Tigres del Norte? Mana probably is like the one. And then like Julio Iglesias, like there's nowhere else. Oh my God, if it's both, I will literally die. I will die. I'm going to jail. Everyone, start the bail fund. It's to get me out of jail next Thursday when I try to attack.
Go on stage, yeah.
This is going to be the best concert ever and campaign rally. And I'm going to wear a skeleton onesie because I'm pretty sure the rally is on Halloween. So I'm going to show up like on the press platform in like a skeleton onesie.
Yeah, also, I heard Trump was late for his rally in Pennsylvania yesterday.
He's late to every rally.
Yeah.
He was 3 hours late?
3 hours late. People already were leaving when they found that out.
He probably needed a nap.
He literally, on the Joe Rogan show, was literally god awful. Hoping that actual people actually listen to that, actually hear that.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Joe Rogan. Yeah, I'm halfway through it. But what I thought, like, Trump didn't make it this far, not refusing to be live fact checked to go on Joe Rogan and like lose the election. So it's like, it's 3 hours of fluff. Like, he's come this far. He's not going to give it up now. Let somebody point out that he's a liar. Like Lex Friedman tried. They waited in line for 2 hours. Yeah. Like, the worst it's ever been for me is like Tim Walz, when I saw Tim Walz in Tucson, when I met Tim Walz. Like, and if you're in now I know, it's called the photo line. If you're going to meet the main speaker at a campaign event, they lock you, like Homeland Security, like searches everything you have, and you're locked in like a holding room for hours alone. Like, and his plane broke down, and no one would tell us what was happening. The only way I finally knew what was happening was after I met him. I was the last one, and then he went on stage. It was like, oh, my plane broke down. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like Homeland Security, they're not big on answers when they have you locked up in a windowless room with no bathroom. Just kidding, if you can hear me. I feel like there's a very famous press person. I can't remember his name, and he's like standing right over here, and I want to go over and be like, I know who you are. Like he's not like a CNN commentator. Like I don't know, but I don't know. There's someone really famous to my right, or famous in my terms. You know, like a political pundit who is very famous. He has a press pass on, and he's like chatting with like high up campaign officials, and I'm just going to be like, I don't know, I can't remember your name. I can't rotate I have a whole thing going on. It's not going to allow me to rotate I can't rotate it down enough. He's underneath me. I'm on a press platform. Like, I can't show you. Maybe I could take a picture of him, and then we could all play. Does anybody recognize him?
Maybe he's like a local commentator, like political commentator.
No, he's not a local commentator. I don't care. Carrie Lake's the last local commentator that I can see. Oh my gosh, I bet Google will figure out.
Tic Tac wants you to draw him for us instead.
I should. I know I should. We should do like a stick figure competition. I've been practicing like my basic TikTok studio. I'm gonna start doing it, like drawing, like Pickles does, because I have ADHD. Here, does anyone? This is so creepy. He looks so familiar to me.
Tic Tac says he's big in AZ news.
This is like us doing like actual real-time talking. Well, anyways, I'm gonna figure it out. Oh, actually, it would be, see, I don't have like reverse image lookup apps. If I did, you would know I was an online stalker. Is it Drew Carey? Skinny Drew Carey. Good one, Dale. That was funny. No, I just recognize him. Bobby, thank you so much. One of these days you'll have to come up here and talk.
Are you feeling better, by the way?
No, well, I'm already lost my voice again. I'm on my second round of antibiotics. I just have like a sinus infection in my face and in my lungs, but I don't know. I couldn't then I got sick, like nauseous sick for 3 days, and I couldn't take my antibiotics. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll just take another one.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, we are. Sorry, let me just update people in the chat. You guys, you hear that song? We're at a Tim Walz rally. Tim Walz is here. It's like an early vote celebration rally with comedian George Lopez, The View's Ana Navarro, and probably more politicians. I'm not sure exactly who all is here. But yeah, we're waiting for my favorite, Tim Walz. Yeah, it's on the Google bar. I have iPhones. I have the Google app, but they don't have that.
Am I echoing?
Yeah, what's happening?
That should fix it.
Tim. Let's all put up our Tim Walz photos.
Yeah.
I want to find mine. Hold on.
This is Dad, guys. This is my dad.
Here's me and Tim. Oh, there's me and Timmy. So cute. Just the two of us together. After his plane broke down, he was saying, "You're so cute and funny." Oh. And that's the guy that's sitting behind us, awkwardly, that looks like he's in my crotch.
That is pretty awkward. That's awesome, though. I love it.
Oh, Tim, we all love him.
Yeah,
He's like Santa. He's like Santa. He loved my hat. Like, he looked like he wanted to die and was exhausted. I'll be honest, like, imagine the other side of me is like a half of like 25 Secret Service agents, just like, they're all looking at me like, we're going to tackle you and kill you. It's the most awkward experience. There are lights beating down. It's like hundreds of degrees under these lights. And then there's like another half circle of all his like staffers who are also looking at me like, we're it. Yeah, so it's a super awkward way to meet someone. But I do think he genuinely smiled when he saw my hat. Like, he was happy. He was happy.
It's always awkward meeting your dad for the first time, right?
It is. And so publicly like that when he found out he was my dad. He had no idea. He had no idea. Wait, I want to find my other favorite pick. Oh, the Obama rally. I was like big time. This is when and this guy's so This is me. That's me last week on the press platform at the Obama rally. That was like a personal high for me. I loved that rally. That was amazing.
I just cameo of the guy said.
It's like in a crotch too. It's very strange.
Oh boy.
Oh, there's me and Carmel. I can die now. Like MAGA, I can't wait for all of you guys to individually see how pretty she is in person. Cause like, she, however good looking she looks on TV, she's.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah. No, she does. And I don't, not like it's Botox type, you know, like I've had a lot. I'm going to cover up my own face, not Kamala's. Not like I've had a Botox pretty, like, I think she just, you know, she's just gorgeous. I don't know what to say. And she takes pictures with like everyone. She's the most amazing person. I'm sure Trump will take a picture with you one day, Dal.
Yep, that's gonna be everybody's president right there. Right there, it's gonna be everybody's president.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. It's gonna slip. I know. I was making a video about that. Like, I don't think people have really considered like that. The real work starts, and I'm not even. If we lose the election, like that's a whole nother story, and then we'll start thinking about what we do then. That's different. I'm saying if we win the election, if Kamala Harris is elected, that's when the real work starts. Like, just imagine what Fox News did to Obama. Imagine like all the misinformation, the disinformation. Like, we are becoming full-time lawyers, full-time private investigators, full-time security guards. Like, it is our job to literally combat every amount of disinformation. Like, make the case for Kamala Harris. Like, it is up to us. Like, once, oh, please, Del, please, we can't stand it. But yeah, that's when the real work starts.
I'm curious, David. You said you voted. Who did you actually vote for, though? Because you say you weren't going to vote for Trump.
Not Dale. Yes, Dale.
Yeah.
No, he said he voted for Trump, of course. He lied. Now we know that he lied and said he would not vote for a convicted felon. But of course he will. He's in a cult. Chill style. Good old, the oldies but goodies keep on popping up. Oh, can I say that there's some guy on the Utah ballot, like, Bad Views was showing me his ballot. Everyone should look it up. His name's Lucifer, which to Mormons in Utah, like, He lives. He's got to be a libertarian. He lives half the time in New Hampshire, half the time in Utah. He goes by Lucy. I can't remember what his full
I really
name
hope
is,
his
but
last name is Morning
there's a
Star.
guy on the Utah ballot named Lucifer, and it is killing all the Mormons. Like, they're so upset. Lucifer, just in case, every love. Yes, that's his name. Look up Lucifer, just in case, every love. And if you guys don't know, like, I'm a member of the Church of Satan. Like, if you don't know about what goes on with the Church of Satan, like, it's like atheists who are just driving, like, red states nuts, you know? Like, red states that are like, oh, let's get religion into schools. Then, like, the Church of Satan, who are a bunch of atheists, like, basically start lobbying to get, like, the Book of Satan in schools, to, like, have, like, like, statues put up. It's hilarious. If you look up the Church of Satan, it's a great cause. Like, that guy, the superintendent of public instruction, Ryan J. Walter in Oklahoma, that's absolutely awful. He hired the libs of TikTok woman to do God knows what. He wants to buy Trump Bibles for Oklahoma City public schools. Now, mind you, they already have the Bible on tablets. Like, I just want to be clear, every Oklahoma student has a copy of the Bible on their tablet, and Ryan J. Walters wants to spend extra money to get every Trump Bible.
We lost audio.
Can you not?
Hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, please? Good? Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're in here, do me a favor. Keep on tapping and sharing that live for Felice. Let's get some people in here. Let's load the numbers up here so we allow people to be able to see this amazing rally that's happening.
Am I on Verizon? Well, I don't think you really understand how cell phone data is distributed. Like, I'm probably on the Verizon network or the AT&T network, depending. They just basically sell their room. We're all on those networks. So it's just a matter of if the traffic's being prioritized.
Is the service pretty bad there?
No, not actually. Like, this is a small rally, which I've come to love, because, like, the more people that get in one place, they deprioritize traffic. That's when cell phone traffic is deprioritized and you can't get out. So right now everything's fine, but we'll see.
And so I was wondering if they're deprioritizing your traffic there.
Keep tapping the screen, guys. Tap, tap, tap. Please tap the screen, share the live. Keep tapping the screen like it's our job. Let's all work towards
next week if you're feeling up to it, or what's the plan with that? Or you got more things to do next week, more rallies?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's just a trade-off. Here comes the band. I definitely miss lives. I have a lot of things I need to say. Events just like come up, so we'll see. Like I'm saying, Thursday. I think next Thursday is a huge rally in Arizona with Kamala. There'll probably be a couple more events before that, but yeah, I do think I'm going to go back to doing lives next week just because there's so many things I need to say.
For the people who are new here, what times do you go live when you do go live?
Dale, why do you always bring up Jay? I think you should get back together with him. You're the one that misses him desperately. You should call him. Oh wait, you're blocked. Just start a new profile, Dale. I know you have a profile, a secret profile, so you can stalk him.
Please, for the people that don't normally come here live that are in the box, what time do you do live?
Say that again.
So for the people who are new here that maybe not catching the lives, when do you do lives?
Well, usually I do them in the morning at 8:30 Pacific. 11:30 Eastern, but because of since I started working with the Harris campaign for free, I just want to be clear, I did not accept any money from the Democratic Party. But since I started covering these events, then my schedule changed and I got busy. But I think I'm probably going to go back to it, at least on Monday. I have a lot of things I need to say. And I miss you guys so much.
If you guys don't know, Felice hosts some of the best lives you'll ever catch on TikTok, so make sure you find some time. Even if you get work, just plug in your ears and just listen to the facts that she gives out, because she is one of the most factual people who are on TikTok.
Like living my drumline fantasy. I love, oh, that's amazing. I need an iced coffee. I would kill someone.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You didn't have to. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm having a hard time not blocking David. We all are. It's something we struggle with on a daily basis. It's like a stray cat, though. You know what I mean? It's like that alley cat that keeps like lurking around your house, and you keep feeding it, and it keeps coming back. It's okay. I think part of me likes something about him. He's my first troll.
He is one of the biggest trolls on here. Like, whenever you do bring him on alive, he doesn't really have any facts. He just kind of tries to troll with like something without any background.
Well, he feels very strongly about the facts he does not have. That is for sure. He feels very passionate about the things that he believes that are not actually correct.
Eat the cat and wow, dude.
Weird, Dale. Super weird. Has anyone ever been to a rallies? This is just a random thing, but rallies are the best cheeseburgers and fries.
I have no. I always want to go. Minnesota never gets anybody here to do rallies.
You're weird, Dale. The GOP is weird. I agree. I love high school bands. I always wanted to be in a high school band. I think that's why I'm having a hard time. I want one of those Coach Walz banners. I need to get a telephoto lens attachment for my iPhone. I need to do that like tonight.
So, who's going to be there tonight? It's going to be Walz, it's going to be George Lopez, and who's there?
Yeah, I'm not sure which politicians, but Tim Walz, obviously Tim Walz and George Lopez and Ana Navarro. And then there's always politicians, like, oftentimes the politicians are interesting to me than the people that, like, are headlining. But I think for, like, the swing voters they're trying to target, like, I'm realizing some people like to meet famous people, or want to hear George Lopez. Like, I want to hear Hakeem Jeffries speak, or like whatever, like, to me it's like, why don't you send the stars of the oversight and accountability, or like congressional hearing team on tour? Like, I would pay money to see them. Hey Tanya, I miss you so. Tap the screen, keep tapping the screen, share the live, subscribe. We're at the Tim Walz rally in the battleground state of Arizona, waiting for Tim Walz, George Lopez, Ana Navarro to take the stage, and whoever else will be gracing us with their presence tonight.
Just keep up with the screen with hearts for
I know, Ana Navarro is the best. She's just like, I had something, she just decimates people. It's like, yeah, that's that Hispanic, Latina mommy thing. I love her. Is my mic staticky?
that might be because of the noise in the background.
Yeah, it's background noise. I can't really do anything about it.
No, you're fine. We can understand you. It's all good.
Well, wait. I have a question though. Tell me if this is better or worse. Is that better?
Well, in my opinion, those that's
Okay. Okay. So wait. Now tell me if this is better or worse. Is that better?
I kind of like that better.
Is it?
Would you guys say that's better?
No one asked you, Del.
You guys think it's worse? I think that was better. Maybe it's
well, half the people are just gonna say whatever. They're just saying something.
Plus, you don't have to hold up a little mic.
Hey. What?
At least now you don't have to hold up a mic.
Anyways, yeah, I know. I figure you can hear me, but I am just experimenting with different ways. I'm a sound engineer now. That's the best thing about being an influencer. You get to learn so many new things. Like taking this show on the road has taught me so many new things. Okay, I think we're getting pretty close to whatever is about to happen here. Not that that means anything, but just saying. I can see the people. Like you can always tell when Secret Service starts like moving.
Actually, so how many does that go so you can get prepped for that?
Yeah, I mean, if you starting aggressive chanting.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you can hang out for a couple more minutes. I'm just like whenever. We are in Arizona. We are waiting for Tim Walz, comedian George Lopez, the Views Ana Navarro, and probably some more politicians. But those are the three I know for sure are here. Yeah, I can tell like all the because I'm on the press platform with like real people actually broadcasting this event, so it's like fascinating to watch. Like, you just bring enough stuff and then they put you up here. It's like me and people that are doing real work.
I honestly love that you do these rallies because you get like an insider view from people who never go to rallies. I think it's amazing.
I cannot, the education I've gotten in the last month about what campaigns are like I said, I was talking to Chelsea, it totally changed my view on like the Secret Service and Homeland Security and like Thomas Crooks. Like I totally get how that happened now. Like, yeah, like it's fast. Presidential campaigns, like the pace of them, what it takes to create these events. They're like creating these rallies that involve thousands of people literally overnight. Like, it's all very interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys know, I'm banned from Trump rallies.
Are you really?
Yeah. And like, not in like some personal way where like, just like in the way like MAGA's banned from these rallies, you know, but like they did send me a letter with my name on it informing me of such. Because like I would go to Trump. I just don't want to be a person that like just hangs out, you know, like I'll go to Republican events, I'll go, you know, just like I'll go to Democratic events. I'd go anywhere. It'd probably be ugly for me, but I would go, and not to problem, just to cover both events. But like, no, they sent me a name like with my name on it, and it's like, you are not welcome. But and I'm not saying that like the same goes. It's the same way. Like, you know, like you saw what's his name, Mike Lindell, like lurking around at the DNC in like a hat and glasses.
And shaved beard, like he tried to really hide himself.
Trump told Joe Rogan he's on TikTok. God.
TikTok said that's a flex, and other people said you should frame that letter that you got.
Oh yeah, I think I showed it on a live one day. I should frame it. I will. I'll print it out and put it in a frame. but they're just like, nice try, you don't belong here. Because I actually know somebody that works for the Arizona Republican Party that organizes the campaign events in Arizona for Trump. So like I use that to like get pretty far into being invited. But then it comes to a point like to be at these events, like you have to give up, and it depends. Like if Kamala Harris is going to be there, or Tim Walz is going to be there, you have to tell them your social security number, like every bit of information about you. Everyone in this room has given that. So, and like at that point, they're like, stop trying to come to these events. You were not allowed.
By the way, as someone in the Midwest, I'd like to apologize for.
Wait, hold on. Did Trump really say he wants to be a whale psychiatrist? To Joe Rogan.
Hearing that,
oh my God, that's hilarious.
I want to apologize on behalf of America for giving everybody Mike Lindell from the Midwest here, and I do apologize for that. We do not claim him, but we do claim Tim Walz, so I guess that's you kind of evens out.
No, well, Mike Lindell is fine. Mike Lindell is a success story. You know, he got off drugs, he created a company, which, by the way, it's so funny. He's always talking about. Oh gosh. Sorry, I just realized my tripod was about to like fall off the rise. The press button. He started a co-op. He started a socialist company. So it's very interesting that Mike Lindell is always talking about socialists and Marxists because he has a socialist company. Like his own employees had equity in the company, and then he gave it all away to Donald Trump. Like the only bad thing that ever happened to Mike Lindell was Donald Trump. Well, and his obvious delusion, and the machines.
Yes.
And the machines that are clearly out to get.
Yeah, this whole Terminator moment.
And the machines. Yeah, he was, if you read, I've read Mike Lindell's book. It's actually, he got off drugs, that's the point. He got clean, he was whacked out of his mind on illicit substances for a long time. Got off them, started the company, and it's kind of clear there's been a little bit of a possible relapse. I hope. That's the interesting thing about Republicans. When people are in downward spirals, nobody helps them. You know what I mean? Like Don Jr. for a while, it's like if somebody cares about him, somebody do something and help him. Absolutely not. Tina Peters, oh my God, I know. We love that Tina Peters is in jail. And that's because of Mike Lindell and Steve Bannon. And if you guys don't know, Tina Peters is the woman who was sentenced to 9 years in jail. She was I don't remember her actual title. She was something similar to a county recorder in a smaller county in Colorado. And she basically stole a software engineer's credentials, gave it to people that worked with Mike Lindell and whatnot, and broke into the voting machines. And now she's going to jail. And Steve Bannon's about to get out of jail. Is Steve Bannon out of jail? He might be out of jail in the next couple days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he already got one get out of jail free card from Walz. We didn't get this.
Tina's not. If you guys saw, I did a whole live, I did an hour-long thing on Tina Peters. She, at her hearing where she was sentenced to 9 years in jail, she became a complete Karen and started talking about how she has a mattress with magnetic copper strips in it, and she can only sleep on that, and she can't go to jail for 9 years because they don't have magnetic mattresses like the ones she needs for her fibromyalgia. And the judge was like, I hate you. The judge literally just ran her over for an hour. He's like, you are awful.
Well, Felice, I gotta jump down. I gotta get going myself. I have a party to go to. Guys, if you don't know Felice, she does great lives. Like and share her live right now. Enjoy the show tonight. I'm gonna try to listen while I'm on the drive. So thank you for having me, Felice. I appreciate it.
Have fun at your party. Have a good night.
You too.
Later, Gator. Yay, dual camera. That's the only thing about like having guests up is you can't have dual camera. And I've become quite obsessed with it. Hold on, Cortina, I miss you, girl, so much. I have to get my chapstick. I have a situation. I'm gonna do my Blistex commercial. And like these are my favorite. If you don't get Burt's Bees tinted lip balm all day, every day, this stuff is the best. Tap the screen, guys. Tapping the screen. Really, we're all here for the finger workout. The finger workout has less to do with politics and more. I'm going to do lives next week. I'm planning on it. Like harming bees. Please, Dale. Please stop. It's almost painful. It's almost painful at this point. Are we just? Is that a joke, or do you want to talk about bee destabilization? Don't make me talk about bee destabilization. Sully, it's Sully's daughter's prom tonight. Make sure you threaten as many high school boys as possible. Guys, we are at the Tim Walz rally in Phoenix, Arizona. Wait, hold on. I'm just checking what time. It's 5:47. Let's see if we can campaign. What the schedule's like. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Hold on. Let me put a little wider now. Actually, I'm going to put it right there. Guys, and one conversation, if any MAGA folks want to come up and have a conversation, you're more than welcome. It's muffled. Well, I can, hold on 1 second. I'm just asking someone if there is a timeline. I wish I could have a high school band follow me around and play music. Oh, and you know what I do want to say? Shouldn't say this. I should. Let me look at what it's called. I want to make sure people can sign up for it. It is called. Yeah, it's called Turn Out the Vote. Have you guys heard of Turn Out the Vote? Yeah, turn off the high school band. It's unfortunate. I wish I could, but I can't. Is that better? Yeah, I can't do anything if my lips and the audio aren't in sync. Yeah. But there's a thing called Turn Out the Vote. If you're in a swing state, I would look up Turn Out the Vote. it's like where you can use get out the vote, but not to, yeah, it's called Turn Out the Vote. It's a program where, like, if you're in a swing state, it's the Democratic Party's doing it. You can get up to $200. It's the coolest thing, though. It's like, it's just you having conversations with, like, people you know and, like, making a, I did, like, a training on it yesterday and today, and I was like, so, it's super cool. I think you can great idea. If you want a link, I can send people a link, but I probably can't right now because it's all, there's so much going on. Here. Guys, while we're waiting, if someone wants to come up and chat, if anyone has something like, I don't know, about politics that's interesting them, that they want to talk about, I am more than open to having guests. Guys, the screen, subscribe, give, share the live. We are 10 days out from the election. I'll be taking you to the last of the campaign events in Arizona to turn out the vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Oh my gosh, that looks like my friend's mom. I keep seeing people at these events I know. Remember the Killers? Remember when we all thought the Killers were the best thing, like, ever? I love the Killers. Oh, I think this is happening. This is happening. You did. Oh yeah, not to be weird, but this woman is amazing. I met her at the Obama rally, and she's gorgeous. Woo! bringing jobs to Arizona through the CHIPS Act. Combat veteran. Woo! Ensure that every veteran can live a life of dignity. And our congressional candidates from Congressional District 1 through 9 are committed to protecting our fundamental freedoms, like the right to choose what happens to your body. And our Corporation Commission candidates will stand up for working families and protect them from skyrocketing utility rates. And sure, you may hear some pundits say that Arizona is red country, Arizona is not a real battleground. But I will tell you, just take a look. Arizona workers are ready for the joy and progress that the Harris for President campaign is bringing in. In this election, we will vote for more rights for our neighbors, not less. We will vote for an economy where everyone anywhere can work hard to get ahead. And we will vote for our people to retire with dignity so that our children can have a brighter future.
This is the head of the Arizona Democratic Party.
State that delivered the White House to the first female president of the United States. And so, folks, please don't make our organizers come chase you down, track you down with your ballot. Fill out your ballot from the top to the bottom and return it today. And then when you're done, sign up for a door knocking shift. And then when you've done your door knocking shift, check on your friends and family to make sure that they voted. Because the stakes are simply too high. And winning this year, it's not each and every single one of us. And now no one said this was going to be easy, but we can do hard things. So let's turn our worry into work and our fear into fight. And together we will elect Kamala Harris as president and Tim Walz as
Turn that anxiety into action. That's what I keep saying. You get anxious, do something.
Please welcome Arizona's 3rd Congressional District, Yassmin.
I like that.
My name is Yassmin. I am so proud to be your Democratic nominee for Congress right here in Arizona's 3rd District.
Gorgeous.
Thank you all so much for coming out to show that Governor Tim Walz, show them that here in Arizona, we mean business when it comes to keeping the state blue. Now, I don't know if you guys can believe it, but we have 10 days, literally just 10 days, until the election is over. And there is no better place to talk about the impact that this election will have on our daily lives than here at Trevor Brown High School in the heart of Maryville, in the heart of West Virginia. Yeah, give it up for Trevor Brown. So, if elected, I will be the youngest woman serving in Congress.
Woo!
And while I'm very excited, I bring this up because as a young person, and I'm sure the young community feel the same, but I feel a very profound and deep sense of urgency when it comes to this election. I really can't describe how significant this moment is because we are facing a choice between two very different candidates and two very different futures. One of our choices has shown us time and time again who he is and the future that he wants for us. A climate change denying country
rights from women all across this country. Trump wants nothing more than to enact his Project 2025 agenda to pass a national abortion ban, to give tax cuts to his billionaire friends, and to dismantle our democracy. And we cannot. Now, with Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz, we have a very different choice. We have the opportunity for change and a new way forward. They have plans to make housing, healthcare, and college more affordable. They have plans to restore our reproductive rights and to protect the LGBT community. Woo! To end the epidemic of gun violence so kids are having and to take ambitious action to address what I believe is the defining issue of our time, the climate crisis. As young people, we have seen a lot of turmoil and instability throughout our lives, from unprecedented crisis after unprecedented crisis. It's exhausting, and I know that I'm ready for change. I know that everyone in this room is ready for change. So let's make it happen. Woo! I'm incredibly excited because young people in Arizona have the opportunity to change the trajectory of not just our state, but of our entire country and the future that we bring. The stakes are too high, and we cannot just sit back to see what happens. So please, I am literally begging all of you to please, obviously go out and vote, but I have to say, voting is the bare minimum in this election. Every single person in this room needs to go out and vote, needs to knock on doors, needs to call, needs to tell their friends and their neighbors. Sign up for a volunteership on your phone tonight and knock doors in this community in Maryville, in West Phoenix, in South Phoenix. Congressional District 3 has the opportunity to turn out like never before. And like Coach Walz said, let's leave it all out on the field. Thank you guys so much.
Woo! Yeah, I love her. She will be the youngest member of the Arizona State Legislature if she gets elected.
Field organizer, Humberto Ibarra.
I love him.
Who's fired up? Hello everyone, my name is Walz, and I'm a proud native Arizonan. For the Democratic Coordinated Campaign. I'm here today because I want to help realize a better future for my younger sisters, for my younger brother, and for all the kids that grew up in my neighborhood. I am here today because young Arizonans, our entire generation, needs and deserves leaders who are looking out for our future.
Woo!
Vice President Harris and Governor Tim Walz are not only fighting for me and my community, they are fighting for my generation. They have a vision for a new way forward, that they will protect our fundamental freedoms, create an economy of opportunity, and preserve democracy. Now, as Vice President, we know that Kamala Harris has already been fighting for our freedom. Meanwhile, Donald Trump would be a disaster for our students, our young people, and all Arizonans who care about our future. His Project 2025 agenda includes plans to give him more power and control over our lives. Ban abortion nationwide and monitor women's pregnancies. He wants to get Social Security and Medicare. And economists agree his plans would increase costs for working families by nearly $4,000 a year. The families in my community can't afford another Trump presidency. None of us can.
Amen.
Folks, the question is, do you want a criminal? Or do you want a prosecutor? Who is going to continue to grow our economy and bring jobs up in Arizona? Or a man who only looks out for his billionaire friends? Do you want Trump? Or do you want to elect Kamala Harris?
Woo!
If you want to send Vice President Harris and Governor Tim Walz to the White House, then we need your help. The time to vote is now. You can vote early, in person, at any voting location in your county. If you plan on voting in person, be sure to bring your photo ID. If you have a mail ballot, follow the instructions, complete it, and drop it off at any drop-box or voting location in your county. Or drop it in the mail today. Make your plan to vote and make sure that your friends and your family have one too. Because the truth is, the outcome of this election depends on each and every one of you here today. So don't leave today without making a plan to vote, and don't leave today without making a plan to volunteer.
Woo!
On the morning after the election, make sure you wake up feeling like you did your part to impact the election. We can't do this alone. 10 days, folks. 10 days to win. 10 days to canvass, to phone bank, to organize, and 10 days to fight for our future and our freedom. Governor Walz will work with Vice President Harris to fight for the American people. He's a veteran, a former high school teacher, and football coach. He delivered for working families. So everybody, let's get out the vote and elect Vice President Harris and Governor Tim Walz.
Woo! Guys, we're waiting on Tim Walz, George Lopez, Ana Navarro, and yeah, we're not going back. Absolutely. Yeah, if you voted, put blue hearts in the chat if you voted. I don't know if you guys have seen what's going on in the state of Arizona, but as we get closer to the election, tensions are high. We have a 60-year-old white male. Why is it always white males trying to, pew-pew the Democratic headquarters in Tempe? We have somebody that tried to do something at the Pride Parade. That's like a kid. And then we also have someone who set a flame about, I don't know if it was a drop-off box or an actual mailbox that had like 26 ballots in it. Like, it just keeps getting crazier. Just keeps getting crazier. Band is awesome. I'm going to watch Drumline immediately after this. Hey, don't worry about Tim Walz. Don't worry. He's doing just fine against J.D. Vance's shitty approval ratings. If no one likes Tim Walz, then definitely everyone hates J.D. Vance. Like, it's all relative. I have a mic. There is a high school band literally like 5 feet from me.
Here, this might help too. No, you can't zoom in on lives, but you can ask TikTok to put it on their product engineering map, because that'd be a good idea, huh? But you can't zoom in on lives, and I'm on the press platform. I'm sure one day we will be able to. I love a drum line. Like, don't tempt me with a guitar.
Danny, God is not real. Way to fit it in. It's hilarious. I think that's good. Oh, here comes Secret Service. That's how you know it's time when they all file out and take different positions. Hi. Guys, we're waiting for Tim Walz, George Lopez, and Ana Navarro to take the stage. Yeah, no one's voting for Carrie Lake in Arizona. You must have checked the polls. That's the one person in the state that nobody will vote for. Ruben Gallego's walking into the Senate because of Carrie Lake. Because you don't speak ill of John McCain in Arizona, and Carrie Lake just can't seem to stop. Am I going to leave the country when Trump won? I've lived outside the country before. Like, I wouldn't leave the country because Trump won. Like, I was born in America. But, like, would I live outside the country? Yeah, sure. Done it many times. But no, like, nobody should leave the country because Trump wins. I mean, some people should, or could, or like, have the right to, but I won't. Yeah. Latina for Trump. That's hilarious. Guys, tap the screen share the live. Obviously, we are experiencing a delay of some sort. I think it's fair to say, because otherwise, what are we all doing here? So, if anyone, yeah, exactly. No, I think there's a delay. This is giving me it's like when I was locked in that room before I met Tim Walz in Tucson for 5 hours. That's what this is reminding me of. Well, there's more people filing in from that way. So that's probably a good thing, meaning like if he's doing a photo. But I do, Tim Walz is in Arizona. Like he has been doing campaign events flying from somewhere else and his plane broke down. I mean, unless he was flying, inside of Arizona. But I don't know. There's obviously a short delay. So I was going to say, if someone wants to come up and chat, talk politics for a bit, I am definitely open to that. Because we might, we might have a little bit of a delay. What this woman is saying. She's like directing everyone to do something with their phones and like sign up for the. I was trying to hear what she's saying, but I can't hear. She's like making people take out their phones and sign up for something. I want her to know what. But now the band's playing again, so I guess we'll never know. Huh. Can you guys, I'm not sure. I just tried to add Miss Julie. Can you guys, maybe I can't see her, but you guys can. we go. There you are. Sorry,
Hi, Miss Felice.
I can't. Oh,
Oh, can you hear me
I can hear
better
you.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, I was covering the microphone. I just wanted to encourage everybody. It is not too late to get out and volunteer. I am actually volunteering at on actual voting day, and I'm also working as an absentee vote challenger for the local absentee ballot for I'm putting in coupons there. So making sure everybody can vote and that they can vote fairly. And it's not too late, you guys. It is not. Get out there and do something. Just come to work.
I was telling people to look up turn out the vote if you're in a swing state. I just did that. Look up turn out the vote, and you might want to make some money or not, but it's about like syncing your contacts list and just having like normal conversations with people you know about their plan to vote. Like it's super cool. Like mobilize.us, like you can sign up for canvassing opportunities, phone banking opportunities. There's still a ton of ways. Great point.
Absolutely. I'm in a swing state too. Hello from Michigan. So just want to encourage everybody. If I can leave the house,
Governor Walz, back to the great state of Arizona. You all may not know this, but Gabby and Tim were sworn in together as new members of Congress. We've been friends for a very long time, and because of that, Gabby is going to get to go first. My wife, a woman who inspires me each and every day to keep moving ahead. Gabby.
girls statewide. Going to be in voting for. Come on, Harris! Woo!
All right, folks, here's the thing.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Gabby and I, all of you, what is at stake in this election, and grow up with the same rights and freedoms as the generations before them, or are subject to a national apportionment. Whether our economy works for everyday people with lower costs and more opportunity, or is rigged for billionaires. Which means when it's
Palestine protesters. Yes. Okay.
what that means is higher costs for everyday families and more billionaires. We solve tough issues like the border and our broken immigration system, or we just see more talk and more photo ops. Just see more. That's why we have to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and send Ruben Gallego.
Woo! Woo! Do you hear how much people love Ruben Gallego in Arizona?
Kamala Harris, a fighter who served as a prosecutor, an attorney general, a senator, and now is our vice president. Tim Walz, Tim has been a coach. Tim is they are leaders who are ready to serve all of America. Donald Trump. Donald Trump has shown himself to be unfit. He has shown himself to be unstable. And it should be clear to everybody in this room and across this great country that Donald Trump looks out for one person, and that's Donald Trump. So, folks, let me ask you a question. How do we win? Folks, this is not rocket science. If it was, I can help.
Fair enough. Our senator's an astronaut.
It really comes down to one thing. It comes down to who works harder. Now, I might be a Navy guy, served in the United States Navy. But to win this election, we do not need a Navy. We need an Army.
Woo!
We need an Army of people willing to put in the work. Now, here's the good news. Our future vice president, he's an Army guy. So, Jim, Gabby, and I need all of you to become part of that Army. Here's the first order of business. It is to vote and And vote early.
Yeah. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you voted.
If you haven't voted, vote today. If you can't vote today, vote tomorrow. Fill out your ballot when you get home, put it in the mail. Drop it off. Please do not wait. Now, here's the second thing I need all of you to do. Gabby and I are asking all of you, before you leave today, to sign up for a volunteership.
Woo!
We have about 120,000 volunteers across the state. We need about 150,000. We need folks knocking on doors, making phone calls. So for those of you that are here in person, find a volunteer that is here tonight and sign up. And if you're at home, if anybody's watching at home, head to KamalaHarris.com to figure out how you can get involved. If we work harder, in 10 days, we'll turn the page and move this country forward.
Woo!
Again, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for your incredible enthusiasm, passion, and willingness. We will elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
I love Gabby Giffords and Mark Kelly. And we're about to have 2 Democratic senators. Thanks, Carrie Lake. Carrie Lake is the best player on our team.
Anna Navarro.
Woo! Anna Navarro! I love her. Woo!
So I want to tell you, last time I was here doing politics was 2016, and I was here helping campaign for my friend John McCain. I can't tell you how much I miss him, how much I miss his voice and his moral clarity. And I was here for John McCain because I have been a staunch Republican my entire life. I worked on campaigns, I supported candidates, I donated. Don't move. This was before Donald Trump. This was back when the Republican Party had some level of sanity and decency.
Don't remember that.
I'm here to tell you about what it was like for me to vote against Donald Trump and vote my conscience in 2016. It was the first time I did not vote for a Republican in 2016. And I gotta tell you something, it was hard. But I also have to tell you, voting against Donald Trump felt good. There is something so liberating, and there is something so just, it gives you inner strength to know that you are voting for your principles and your convictions, and you are voting for the best for America.
Woo!
The reason I voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016 was because I was in Florida, which was a swing state. And when you are from a swing state, you have got the responsibility to vote and vote your country. In Florida, when the presidential election was decided in the year 2000 by 534 votes. So if you think in Arizona your vote doesn't count, you are wrong. Go out and make it count. I already voted in Florida, so I could come here and be with you guys. Let me tell you who I voted for and why I voted. I voted for Kamala Harris.
Woo!
brother than name, who is disabled, because I refuse to vote for a man who makes fun of disabled people.
Woo!
I am voting for decency and the rule of law, because this choice cannot be peaceful. On the other is a convicted criminal. I am voting for childless cat ladies and childless dogs.
Woo!
Trading guns does not get to determine my value based on my uterus. I am voting for our service people, for the men and women of the military, for our PHX. I am voting for those that are buried in our military cemeteries, because I will never forgive Donald Trump for speaking against John McCain.
Woo!
John McCain was a hero. Donald Trump is a hero. I am voting for my community. ¿Dónde están mis latinos? The other day I read that a lot of Latinos think that when Donald Trump says racist things, he's not talking about them. Wake up, people. Who the hell do you think he's talking about? When he said, I'm gonna vote for my community because I refuse to forget. I refuse to have Trump amnesia. He said that we were rapists and criminals. I will remember.
Yeah.
That we are vermin. I will remember.
Free.
That we poison the blood of this country. I will remember. That we are invaders. I will remember. His rhetoric helped inspire a man who drove 600 miles and hunted down Latinos in a El Paso Walmart. I will remember.
Woo!
He said just the other day that we are the trash can of the world. That came out of the trash can that is his mouth. Going to send Donald Trump to the trash can of history.
Woo!
I'm telling you a final story. But apparently there's people out there who say that they still don't know Kamala Harris. Do you have YouTube? Do you have YouTube? If you don't know Kamala Harris, you should know Donald Trump. And that should be enough. And I just want to tell you this final story about my friend Kamala Harris. I've known her for 8 years. She's a spectacular woman. She's going to be an amazing president.
Woo!
When my mom died 2.5 years ago, and I got a call from Vice President Kamala Harris. She called me not as Vice President, she called me as my friend Kamala. And she helped me through the grief. She helped me navigate that horrible absence and sadness. She told me how to remember my mom. She lifted me up from the saddest moment of my life. And you know, as President of the United States, invariably there will be times when we need a president to hold us. There will be tragedies. There will be fires and earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes. There will be attacks. There will be mass shootings because the damn Republicans aren't doing anything to stop them.
Woo!
And we can have with compassion and empathy. And I know that my friend Kamala Harris can do for this country what she did for me. She can lift us up. She can hold us. She can transform elect Americans.
Wow, Anna Navarro is awesome. I love her. George Lopez!
Governor George Lopez, thank you very much. I've been coming to Arizona since the 80s. Same there. And I know what Arizona is. I know what Arizona can be. I know what the people of Arizona are. And the people of Arizona will put Tim Walz and Kamala Harris into the White House. When you look around in this room, this is what America looks like. Enough lies. Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall, and George Lopez said, you better build it in one day because if you leave that material out there overnight. He also said that he was going to get Mexico to pay for the wall. I wish you would have asked me. We can't even really split a check at a restaurant, but it sounded nice at the time. I have known Kamala Harris for 16 years. And she is the real deal. That is who she is. Comes from a great family. I knew her mother. They call her mommy. I call her sister mommy. A scientist, a 5-foot woman who said to her children when something didn't go their way, what are you going to do now? How are you going to handle that? All positive, all love. That's what you do when you're a great mother. And we're going to send her daughter, Kamala Harris, to the White House. Yeah. A real family. I mean, I think you can have a family that gets along and not, some kids that don't speak to you. I also thought Donald Trump had a little Latino at first. I mean, he messed up the first time and he said, let me back in there. I'll do better. We're not going back. I have nothing against white people. I think they're amazing. When they're all white, not orange. Turn over. My message is simple. We will put a teacher. Woo! teacher in the White House. But the guy who thinks that we're going to stop cancer wants to destroy the board of education. It's not going to happen. This is just the beginning of the greatest future this country has ever seen. Woo! So join me in welcoming you to the stage next Vice President. Woo! Woo! Tap the screen, share the live, subscribe, guys. 10 days left till the election.
It's pretty clear everybody knows the assignment in this room. I just want to make a huge thank you to Trevor G. Brown, the staff and students of this school.
Woo!
They let me walk through the lunchroom, a place where I spent a big part of my life, so I appreciate it. Can I just say a huge thank you to George Lopez and Star. Lopez has brought so much joy to so many of us over the years, and yet here he is, continuing to work for his community above and beyond.
Woo!
This guy is here tonight, and he's missing his beloved Dodgers playing in the World Series. He's here. He's here. And Navarro, please. Speaking it like it is, and I have to tell you, there is something listening to that warmed my heart. The idea that Navarro is going to carry a grudge against Donald Trump forever is so. Arizona is no shortage of heroes who can produce out of this state. I want to say it was a privilege for me to go in the class of 2006 to the United States Congress with Gabby Gifford.
Woo!
Because of Gabby Gifford's work, that in the state of Minnesota now we have enhanced background checks and red flag laws.
Woo!
When we were coming, we were over at the River Window with the Navarro10-26 this afternoon. And I was there to have my daughter along, and we were listening to and watching someone who's a national treasure too, your Senator Mark Kelly.
Woo!
We're flying back, and my daughter just hit me. She goes, "That guy's been to space." Yeah, don't forget that. And you heard Anna Navarro mention it with John McCain. This is state of. Here's the part we know we're going to need to hold United States Senate and the House. Senator McCain of the United States.
Woo! Bye-bye, Tim.
the election. I am honored to be on this stage, standing there with Kamala Harris. I'll tell you, we don't run like everything is on the line because I know you hear people say, look, we survived Donald Trump's first presidency. How bad would it be? We could make it into a better. That's right. The complacency of that is what's dangerous. We know to come out for some of these folks to speak out and sound the alarm. You're hearing a lifelong Republican in Navarro saying, this guy's wrong for America. Woo! The last several weeks, Donald Trump is descending into madness. You have heard the people closest to him, the vice president calls him a 911 to the American people. Because this Donald Trump, those insiders say, this Donald Trump is not the Donald Trump of 2016. That's not the Donald Trump who's running today. This Donald Trump called for terminating the Constitution. This Donald Trump stood there and said it not back down. He will send the United States military after people who do not support him. He's speaking about today. He said the enemy within is more dangerous than the dictator of North Korea. I know, I'm on top of that list. But don't kid yourself. You're on the list too. That's how they are. So look, the highest ranking enlisted soldier, the highest ranking soldier in our military, General Mark Milley, at the time was the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He was working with Donald Trump, and he said, and I quote, Donald Trump is the most dangerous person ever. James Mattis, four-star Marine general, his own Secretary of Defense said, I agree. And earlier this week, John Kelly, another four-star Marine general. These are not Democrats. These are career military people. Our heroes here, speaking. Their job is to speak. His chief of staff came out on the record and said, Donald Trump is a technical fascist.
About time, John Kelly.
All of you watching at home around here, don't pretend that any of this is normal. It is not. It is the opposite. Look, General Kelly behind closed doors, Trump said to them, think about this. Trump said to them, I need the kind of generals to get there. All the better. Look, it's of John McCain. He'll do anything. And as a 24-year veteran myself, and all the veterans in here, that should make you sick. Anything. And that should make you sick. And for all those who serve, we were out there. We were out there served at a higher rate than anybody. And they lost one of the last code doctors who was out there. Donald doesn't know his history very well, to be very clear to it. It was the sons of Minnesota and Arizona that were there to beat the hell out of the Nazis in Adolf Hitler. Woo! You don't even have to listen to these closest advisors, these folks who were there, these military heroes. Just listen to Donald Trump. Just listen to that. You know the told you, hey, we got through the first 4 years. The institutions were old. Think about what's changed. Donald Trump now has the Supreme Court. They've effectively given Donald Trump full immunity to do whatever he wants to do. This is where Barack Obama says, don't vote, don't blue vote. Don't blue vote. This isn't the next 4 years. This is your grandchildren's lifetime that they will be making decisions over. And Lord knows, thinking about guardrails, there is no in the Republican members of the Congress and the Senate to do anything against me is that any of them can stand up without a spine. It makes it very difficult.
Woo!
That's why all the Republicans, you got one that met me on the tarmac out here, Mayor Giles, who said, I'm a Republican.
Woo! The mayor of Mesa is backing Kamala Harris. He's a lifelong Republican.
All the guardrails are gone. But the most important guardrail is Donald Trump can lie, he can bluster, he can pretend, he can do whatever he wants to do. But just think about it. And I see some, by nature, I'm a super optimistic person. And teachers in here, I have to be.
Woo!
We see a positive future every day, so I know that was pretty heavy stuff. But look, here's the good news, Arizona. There's that simple solution, and it's up on the wall. Arizona votes early for Kamala Harris.
Woo!
You know there's a huge difference, and I want to be clear on this. You came here, you fired up. I get it, too. Don't think I don't get it. I realize I'm preaching to the choir, but the reason I'm here is our recital is in 10 days. We need to sing. We need to sing. And we saw it, my God, we saw it during the debate. There had been a greater difference with this. You had a competent, visionary, compassionate, effective leader in Kamala Harris. Over here, you have a nearly 80-year-old man yelling at clouds. Kamala Harris has a to-do list for the American public. Donald Trump has an enemies list against She is showing us, and we have a new way forward. And we have a responsibility. We know that the economy works best when we make sure that we're working for the middle class, lowering costs on middle class families.
Woo!
Donald Trump has no solutions. Donald Trump admires the run. He's the guy that drives by the fire, tries to kill the fire department and put it out, and it turns out he started the damn fire. We laid out a plan to try to. He goes into a grocery store. Showing like, what the heck he gonna do about the price. I got why is he doing that? I'm pretty sure he takes off everyone he sees because it's so much. And then we go cosplay like we work in McDonald's and so many people. So look, Kamala Harris stuff. It starts with making sure we focus on the middle class, 100 million Minnesota Americans. Here's your proposal to 6,000. The folks here in the middle, those that have young children, the cost of childcare is scary. For those of us who understand the free market economy and everything, they keep saying, oh, it's some type of conspiracy that we don't want to have price cut. Let me give 2 examples of price cut. That insulin we kept at $35 before we capped it and sell it for $8. It costs $5 to make it. That's not free market. That's price gouging. And we saw a hurricane coming to Florida, and people were told to get out as soon as they can. Wow, what a mystery. Airline flights shot through the roof. Price of airline flight. That's not capitalism. That's immoral. That is actually price gouging.
Woo!
The price they're paying my farmers in Minnesota, they're not receiving the price. Somebody in the middle is taking the money, and you're paying for it. And the vice president proposed something, again, I'm speaking to the folks here in West Area, right? Those of you who are younger, trust me, I tell you this, when you turn 60, you will start paying attention to that. Social Security are the 2 greatest anti-poverty programs that will allow poverty. Might have a decision be Karen. Now, Donald Trump, a couple weeks ago, I was going to make a big advance after Donald Trump said he had some type of outline or scheme of a plan, whatever you call it. JD tried to explain it, and I said you should go back to the concept of your education first. Because look, the reason the ACA is so successful and why people like it is because of the ACA insurance companies can't deny you care for a pre-existing condition. A pre-existing condition like being a woman, a pre-existing condition like hurting your knee playing sports when you're younger, asthma, whatever it is. Look, insurance companies are very excited. They're not even making money, even doctors make money doing that. If you're an insurance company, you change the law so that you get covered. And then you go pick the youngest, healthiest people and you leave the rest of us out on the side. And then you do everything you can to make sure people can't get paid when they go in and make a claim and they make it different. That's how the system works. The ACA protects from that. He tried 60 times to get rid of the ACA. You know the only reason he didn't do it? John McCain. Woo! We need to keep the Senate. We don't have John McCain right now. We need to make sure, and I can tell you, I don't think there's another one on the other side of the Republican Senate who would have the courage that John McCain had. That's what we need to keep the Senate. Because they've been trying to look, Tom and I know we want to help folks get started on businesses. This idea that you should start your own small business. The idea that you can put in $20,000 in your little grant, $12 grants, $50,000 tax credit to get you going. That's how you start your own business. Don't get a job, get it back. And somebody asked, Donald Trump doesn't go on and press conference exactly every little thing out there. I can get it, you're not going to start paying for it, make Donald Trump pay his debt tax. Woo! I want to be very careful when I say that Donald Trump never keeps his word. That's not true. Katie mentioned Donald Trump very clearly. He's kept his word on this. He kept his word about everything on about this. So we're going to tell him to give you tax. He didn't. So now it's got things like Elon Musk prancing around on the street. I'm sorry, but that's just put a bumper sticker over it and say you didn't know he was this weird when you bought it. I think especially in Arizona, there's folks in this room that consider themselves independents or, as Anna said, Republican, but not negative, not Donald Trump. And I think we should remember, the Republican Party contributed much to this country. When the Republican Party controlled the top stuff, that's not these guys. That's not these guys. When these guys talk about freedom and freedom to be, in your example, freedom of who you can marry, freedom to tell you which books you can read, that's who these guys are. Now, lots of people don't like the words better. We all learned this at a young age. There's a couple of golden rules. The first one is you just mind your own damn business. Woo! When you talk about freedom, freedom for you to make choices, not the government. That's the party that John McCain belonged to. That's the party seniors, making sure we're strengthening Social Security and Medicare you talk about. And I want to say this, and we're standing in the school. And the teachers here, parents, to send them off to school with their enthusiasm. The freedom of those little ones who need kids without being shot dead. Amen. I'm not taking a back seat. None of us here. I'm not taking a back seat on this. I am a veteran. I am a gun owner. I am a hunter. And you can protect the Second Amendment with all both Vice President Harris and myself are both guns. The Republican nominee can't pass a background check by neighbors. This election, their lives, those women you're thinking about right here, their lives are literally on the bottom. They're scandalous. Donald Trump, Field Row, called it a beautiful thing, brags about it. Now, my daughter, Hope, has less rights than her mother had, her grandmother. Same with all of you. Now we've got 20 states with Trump abortion ban, which is that beautiful thing when you try to go in for complications of pregnancy, and they can't get the care that they need, and they have miscarriages in the market. So before victims of rape and incest can't get the care that they need. Those are the things that are being handled. You think they're stopping there? You think they're stopping there? Fertility clinics turning people away because that's the next thing they go to. And I've talked about it. Personal for me. We shouldn't have to did you not know they had to have abortions? Did you not know that they have to be up with women and die? Maternal mortality in Texas is shocking. It's shocking. For me and my wife, we tried to have children, we used fertility clinic, we finally were able to have that beautiful daughter. I will Woo! I'll be there with all that Donald Trump deny anyone in this country the opportunity to have the family that they want. When people have come to back and we restore Congress and they pass protection to Roe versus Wade, and Kamala Harris will sign it, we will protect it. Woo! Every day, this guy is something else as he descends into this madness that is going on. Trump's now been going around on the campaign trail, calling America the garbage can of the world. A direct quote. This country that so many died protecting, that is the beacon of the world on democracy and human rights, he calls it the garbage can of the world. That is so pathetic and unpatriotic that it's almost unbelievable. So he is literally trash talking this country now, every single day. So it doesn't get simpler. And let's start digging where it is. Donald Trump hates this country. Everything he does is for Donald Trump. Woo! That's what Kamala Harris's words. She believes America is the greatest country on earth. It's absolutely. 10 days, folks. 10 days. So here's what it is. Time to get it in. It is now time. That's the final push here. High game, fourth quarter, clock's ticking. But here's the good news. We got a better team. We got a better quarterback than Kamala Harris. Are ready to do it. One inch at a time, one yard at a time, one ball at a time, one doorknob at a time, one ballot. One vote, one or two votes for precincts in the state of Arizona can make Kamala Harris president. Woo! But look, what you've been doing here in Alaska, how many have already voted? How many are ready to take another person to the poll? Vote early, you can do it in person with your county, bring your ID, get that done, know what you're doing. If you have to send a mail-in ballot back, you gotta have it back by October 29th. Drop it in the box until election. I will talk about results by Stacy, the final location. While the collective time is sleeping your dad, this is all gas, no break for the next 10 days. Woo! When all of us grow, and we're all people in the rocking chair, and the little ones are around us asking, in 2024, what did you do to save the democracy? And the answer is, every damn thing that we do. Woo!
I love him. Tim Walz, ladies and gentlemen. The man, the legend, Tim Walz. Guys, 10 days. There are many ways to volunteer, to phone bank, to canvass. You can take someone to the polls. Look up ways to volunteer, especially if you're in a swing state. Love you guys. We have 10 days until the election. I will be taking you guys. Follow me, subscribe, like, share this live. It'll be posted to YouTube in a couple of minutes. I'll clip it and post it to TikTok, and I'll be taking you guys on the final 10 days in the battleground state of Arizona, where we get Kamala Harris elected on November 5th. Love you guys.